Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm your host Kyle Wood, and today we'll be learning all about the incredible Dr. Mae Jemison, a true pioneer in space exploration and beyond. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to tell truth from fiction. A lot of misinformation floats around the world today. That's why it's important to think critically about the things you see, read, and hear. Consider this. NASA's astronaut program famously has one of the most competitive selection processes on the planet. Could it be true that Dr. Jemison was selected on her very first application to become an astronaut, despite not having the military test pilot background that was a common route for many astronauts at the time? What do you think? Was her application so stellar that she aced it on the first go and broke the mold? Or did it take multiple determined attempts to get through NASA's rigorous selection process? Take a moment to think about it. We'll find out the truth at the end of this episode. Now for our word of the day. In honor of Dr. Mae Jemison, our word for today is pioneer. A pioneer is a person who is among the first to explore or settle a new country or area. More broadly, and very fittingly for Dr. Jemison, it's a person who is among the first to research and develop a new area of knowledge or activity. As a verb, to pioneer means to develop or be the first to use or apply a new method, area of knowledge, or activity. The word pioneer entered into the English language in the late 14th century, originally referring to a foot soldier who went ahead of an army to dig trenches or clear paths, literally preparing the way. It comes from an old French term. I'm not going to try the French pronunciation, spelled Pionnier, but it meant a foot soldier, originally digging foundations. From pion, a pawn, or a foot soldier. It's fascinating how the meaning evolved from a literal groundbreaker to someone who breaks new ground in a field of human endeavor. Dr. Jemison truly embodies the spirit of a pioneer forging new paths in science, medicine, and space exploration. Now for today's High Five, our top 5 fun facts about Dr. Mae Jemison. Number 1. Before she reached for the stars, Dr. Jemison served humanity on Earth as a medical officer in the Peace Corps. That's right, after earning her medical degree from Cornell University, Dr. Jemison joined the Peace Corps in 1983. For 2.5 years, she was stationed in Sierra Leone and Liberia, West Africa. During this time, she was responsible for the health of Peace Corps volunteers and U.S. Embassy personnel. Her role involved managing the pharmacy, laboratory, and medical staff, as well as developing curriculum and teaching volunteer self-care. This was a formative experience. Dr. Jemison honed her skills in a challenging environment, dealing with diverse medical issues and developing a deep understanding of different cultures. It also solidified her commitment to using her scientific and medical knowledge to make a tangible difference in people's lives, a passion that would continue throughout her varied career. Number 2. Dr. Jemison boldly went where few have gone before, both in space and on the set of Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's a fantastic piece of trivia that Dr. Mae Jemison, a real-life astronaut, made a guest appearance on an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation in 1993. She played Lieutenant Palmer in the episode Second Chances. This was particularly significant because Nichelle Nichols, who played Lieutenant Uhura in the original Star Trek series, was a personal inspiration for Jemison to pursue her dream of becoming an astronaut. Her appearance was arranged after LeVar Burton, who played Geordie LaForge, heard she was a fan of the show. This made her the first actual astronaut to appear on any Star Trek series. It's a wonderful nod to the show that inspired her and a powerful visual for viewers, seeing a real-life space explorer on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. And here's a little bonus fun fact for you. As long as I'm talking about real-life astronauts and Star Trek, the actor who played the famous Captain Kirk, none other than William Shatner, actually did make it into space eventually. On October 13th, 2021, he flew on Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket. At the age of 90 years old, he became the oldest person ever to travel into space at that point. Number 3. Demonstrating her remarkable intellect from a young age, Dr. Jemison enrolled at Stanford University when she was only 16. Imagine starting one of the world's leading universities at an age when most of your peers are still navigating high school and learning to drive. That was the reality for Mae Jemison. She graduated from Morgan Park High School in Chicago in 1973 as a consistent honor student and then entered Stanford University on a scholarship just a few months later at the young age of just 16. While at Stanford, she wasn't content to pick just one challenging subject. She double majored, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering and a Bachelor of Arts degree in African and African American Studies in 1977. Number 4, beyond her scientific and medical pursuits, Dr. Jemison is an accomplished dancer and once even considered a career in professional dance. While her achievements in space and medicine are widely celebrated, Dr. Jemison also had a deep passion for dance, which she has cultivated since childhood. She began studying various forms of dance, including ballet, modern, jazz, and African dance, at the age of 8 or 9. She continued to dance throughout her time at Stanford and in medical school. In fact, during her time at Cornell Medical School, she even auditioned for and was accepted into classes at the prestigious Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. For a period, she seriously weighed the options between becoming a doctor or a professional dancer. Though she ultimately chose medicine and space, she has often spoken about how dance taught her discipline, creativity, and an understanding of the physical world. Skills that were transferable to her scientific endeavors. And our 5th and final fun fact for today, after her historic spaceflight, Dr. Jemison founded her own company, BioSentient Corp, to explore how technology could monitor the human nervous system. Following her resignation from NASA in 1993, Dr. Jemison didn't rest on her laurels. She founded the Jemison Group, a consulting firm focusing on societal and cultural impacts of technology. A significant project under this group was BioSentient Corp, a technology company she started in 1999. The company aimed to develop a portable device that could monitor the body's vital signs and the state of the autonomic nervous system, the system that controls involuntary functions like heart rate and digestion. Her goal with BioSentient was to improve medical monitoring and treatment, particularly for conditions like anxiety, stress, and pain, by giving doctors and patients better tools to understand what's happening inside the body. This venture showcased her entrepreneurial spirit and her continued dedication to applying scientific principles to improve human health and well-being. Now for some news you can use. Today's tip is inspired by the multifaceted career of Dr. Jemison. It's to embrace interdisciplinary learning and pursuits. Dr. Jemison excelled as an engineer, a physician, an astronaut, a dancer, a teacher, and an entrepreneur. She didn't limit herself to one box, and neither should you. It's important to gain a broad base of knowledge, because exploring different fields allows you to build a unique skill set and perspective. Learning about art can enhance your problem solving in science. Understanding engineering can inform your medical practice. Engaging with different cultures can broaden your worldview. It fosters creativity, adaptability, and critical thinking. So take that art class you've been curious about, read a book outside your usual genre, or learn a new practical skill. You might be surprised how these diverse interests connect and enrich your life and career, just as they did for Dr. Jemison. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. I asked if it was true that Dr. Mae Jemison was selected for NASA's astronaut program on her very first application. Well, not quite. It took a little bit of determination. Jemison actually had to apply twice. She first applied in October 1985. The selection process was then delayed due to the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster in '86. But Dr. Jemison was undeterred. She reapplied in 1987, and she was chosen as one of the 15 candidates from a pool of about 2,000 applicants. While many astronauts, particularly in earlier NASA groups, did come from military test pilot backgrounds, NASA has always sought talented individuals from diverse scientific and technical fields. Dr. Jemison's impressive qualifications as a physician and engineer, coupled with her experience in the Peace Corps, made her an exceptionally strong candidate. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning about the remarkable Dr. Mae Jemison with me. She truly shows us that the sky is not the limit. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app and tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.